Email causes work-life stress. 60% worker একটা গবেষণায় বলেছে the sheer amount of email they receive every day causes them tremendous stress. So, before sending any email, please think twice. Please do not send too many emails. Before sending any email, ask yourself about the subject that I am sending the email. Is it necessary? Or can it be resolved via instant messaging or a quick chat or a face-to-face discussion or over a phone call? If that can be done, please do not send email. A lot of us, we take it as a symbol that I'm very professional, that's why I'm sending emails. Wrong. So, try not to send emails. If you have to send emails, please consider the following things. Number one, who are you sending the email? That to CC, carbon copy, BCC, blind carbon copy. So who are you sending the email? Often, from whom you need a definite answer, reply, or an action is the two. CC, carbon copy, is very important. I would rather say this is a strategic tool, so use it wisely. Carbon copy is often to show who are following this subject, who are actually stakeholders, to whom it matters, the subject that you discussed or will be discussing in the email. They should be in the CC. Why CC is important? Sometimes or often the recipient decides how fast to reply, how fast to take the action described in the email based on who are in the CC. So please use that carbon copy very carefully. Blind carbon copy, BCC, is often, it's interesting, it's often used to keep your team members informed about what's going on. The 2 NCC people cannot see the BCC guys, and the BCC guys cannot reply all. He can only reply to you. So it's quite interesting. Often it is used to coach, to mentor, FYI, or keep a record. So use it properly. So the first thing done. Now comes the subject line. Absolutely important. I would say rather most important. Think about the newspaper headline, what it does. The headline, it grabs the attention, also summarizes what is the news about. So email subject line does the same thing. That's why please give good amount of attention while drafting a subject line. For example, if you send an email saying meeting, it creates confusion. What's meeting? Who's meeting? What is the meeting about? When is the meeting? You might say, okay, I'm going to explain that in the body line, but no. In subject line, you can also write like this. Meeting on subscriber acquisition cost. Date 17th April, 2 p.m., meeting room 101. Yes, you can put that in subject line. Even in many emails, the entire message can be in the subject line. That project was done. EOM, end of message. Something like that is also used as a subject line. So please use the subject line properly. Then comes salutation. How are you going to address that person? Miss, Mr., Mrs., by name, bhai, sir. So in order to do that, keep it absolutely professional. Whatever is your personal relationship with the recipient, try to remain very professional in the salutation. Please don't misuse the personal relationship by keeping a very, unprofessional salutation. So once you have done this, then the important part of the body of the message. First thing, please do not sum up too many agendas, different agendas in one body line, in one body of the message. Do not do that. Keep one particular agenda or relevant agendas in body. And in order to form the body, please remember one basic rule, KISS. Keep it short and simple. Whatever you are trying to tell, please be very precise about it in the subject line. What action, when it is required, from whom it is required, what is the number, what is the deadline, when you are expecting what kind of reply or action, be very precise about it in the whole body. And in the body, as I mentioned at the very beginning, please do not sum up too many agendas. Many of you say, I don't want to send too many emails, that's why I want to put too many subjects inside the body. Don't do that. If needed, keep it short and simple, use other emails or other methods to communicate. The body should be very precise. And the fourth thing I would mention, the tone of the entire body of the message. The tone is very important. When we face-to-face communicate with someone or we call over phone, our tone, body language, smile, eye contact tells how emotionally connected we are with the other person. In the email, the tone sets the mood. It is the reflection of your professionalism. What kind of language, how long was your sentences, what kind of punctuation, what kind of emojis, what kind of abbreviation, jargons you use tells a lot about your personality and professionalism. Do not bombard people with jargons. Do not bombard people with abbreviation. Do not use emojis. It's not professional. And sometimes the person whom you're sending the email might print that and circulate that. So if your write-up is little unprofessional, it looks like little text message type, your professionalism will be questioned. So please be very careful about the tone of the entire message, how you write that. It's very important. And while doing so, keep it short and simple. Then comes the often forgotten tip, proofreading. We kind of write, we make everything nice and clean, but we do not proofread. We just send the button. Please, every time make it a habit. It's a cognitive habit that before I hit the send button, I will proofread the email for grammatical mistakes, abbreviation, jargons, emojis, long sentences, or the feel and tone of the message. It has to feel personal and professional. And be very polite at the end of your email. Please end it with yours sincerely, best of regards, this kind of polite gestures. Please finish your email with that. And do use your entire, designation, name and portfolio. Please remember, email is the reflection of your professionalism. One more thing. We often send attachments. Please, if you are sending too many attachments, warn the recipient. I'm sending these attachments. One thumb rule, do not send more than 2 attachments and never send big attachments. Don't do that. It's not professional. So keeping it clean, proofreading, checking out for the tone of it, salutation being very professional, subject line is very precise, and 2 carbon copy, blind carbon copy, keeping everything necessary and neat, hit the send button. Going back to the first rule, email causes work-life stress. So if you can handle that over a phone call or instant messaging or a quick face-to-face chat, do not send emails. If you have to send it, follow this.